Hey, what's up, Big Rat? 3-10, back at it. Let me just show you guys something. An old throwback Sting jersey. Just wanted to quick show you on that. Thoughts on Raw? I thought it was pretty good. Sorry, Radius. I just love your videos so much. Most of this night is really focused on Chris Jericho and Rourke, in my opinion, or Randy Orton and Shane. I saw John Cena was in a tag team match, but you almost never see him. Besides that tag team match, he wasn't even involved in the finish. His team didn't win, so he wasn't even involved in the celebration. He was completely absent from tonight. Aside from when John Cena is on the roster and he's not hurt, I've never seen him been silent on Raw. So that's something good to note. Okay, the night comes out with Flair coming out. I'm sorry, Radius. I know we already went over this. But if you tell me one more time that Ric Flair doesn't have that Ric Flair shouldn't come back, you are so effing wrong. He cut a great promo, in my opinion, which proves that he could still cut it with the rest of us. He hyped up Jericho, and I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure now it's going to be Jericho. Maybe it doesn't have to be Jericho versus Rourke at Mania, but it's going to be something with Jericho and Rourke. I don't think they're going to do anything else because of all the hype they gave on Mickey Rourke tonight. They even showed clips from the British Oscars. Who cares about the British Oscars? Well, apparently, since Mickey Rourke won Best Actor, WWE does. So, yeah, since they wouldn't hype up Rourke so much if they weren't planning something. The sound was off the entire night. When Beth Phoenix does her faceplant inbuster, the sound was late. And watch this. When Ric Flair punches Jericho, when Jericho's tucking the microphone, right before the punches Jericho, you hear the mic crack, and then you hear a sound on the floor, and then you actually see Jericho fall on the floor. So the sound was off there. Now look, sidetrack here. True Slayer, I love your videos, and everybody loves your videos. I think you're like the second highest number of subscriber guy on YouTube behind RVD Vito for life. I forget his name. You have amazing videos, but I don't know what your problem with WWE is. I know you're older than the rest of us, and you've been in WWE long enough to know how it gets boring and stuff, but WWE right now, to me, is the #1 show. I've been watching the ROH Live Wires. I know, they don't show any matches, but the storylines don't even look that great. I personally think the storylines of WWE right now are great. So in your Against All Odds video, when you say that a Ring of Honor show and TNA show has to be better than WWE, why does it has to be anything? Nothing has to be better than anything. I'm not biased to WWE. Here, I'll give you a good example. Last year, there were numerous times. 2007. Destination X, which I still call, in my opinion, is one of TNA's greatest pay-per-views of all time, of 2007. It was very, very good. Against All Odds of 2007, I actually liked. I know a lot of people didn't, but I liked Against All Odds 2007. So I'm bipartisan, tripartisan now with Ring of Honor. But whenever I see the best pay-per-view, I pick it. I'm sorry, in January, the Royal Rumble was the better pay-per-view. In December, Armageddon was great. It's one of the best pay-per-views last year. Armageddon was the better pay-per-view. In my opinion, Turning Point was better than Survivor Series. But aside from that, I don't really think Bound for Glory. Normally, I would say Bound for Glory is better than No Mercy. But since you had No Mercy and Cyber Sunday, I kind of have to give it to WWE in October. And yes, Unforgiving killed No Surrender. And I actually like SummerSlam better than Hard Justice. And not just because of the two main events. I liked CM Punk JBL. Still one of my favorite matches of JBL since his return. So yes, True Slayer. TNA, you said in your video specifically, TNA ROH has to make better pay-per-views than WWE because they just have to. Why? That's just so stupid. Why can't they all just do what they do? Sure, TNA should do a lot better than the crap they pulled on Sunday. I've said it a million times. I didn't see the pay-per-view. Don't criticize me. But even just by the outcomes, I can tell that this pay-per-view sucked. So please, True Slayer, that theory is really off. I don't know what you have against WWE, but I personally think they're the #1 brand right now. My opinion. I'm sorry, it's just what I feel. TNA's been going down the hill. I've been watching ROH Live Wires, and I don't really like the storylines. To me, they're just repeated storylines in wrestling. So, I know I haven't seen the matches. I know I don't know enough about Ring of Honor to criticize it. But still, Personally, I still think WWE is the best brand right now, and why you and a bunch of other people criticize it just because you think TNA ROH has to be better because it's new. I don't care if it's new, old, whatever. Whoever shows the best wrestling show on the night is what I consider the best brand of that day. And as of Royal Rumble, which I thought was better than Genesis, then I'm sorry, WWE is currently the lead. I know I didn't see Rising Above. Please don't criticize me for it. So please, True Slayer, stop saying TNA has to be better than WWE because they don't. They really don't. Okay? Whoever wins. That's my opinion. Don't want to get too off topic. Beth fights Melina next week for the women's title, which hopefully Rosa interferes and gives Beth the title because I don't want to see Beth versus Rosa at a WrestleMania. I'm not really into it, especially since I don't know what Rosa can do. But I think it's the only storyline that if you're going to put a Divas match at WrestleMania, do one that makes sense. Not freaking Bunny Mania, not Ashley versus Melina, not the Playboy pillow fight between Candice and Tori Wilson. So, really, Tori Mickey James wasn't that great, but it was still good. It was a good women's match for WrestleMania. So if you're going to have one, at least have this one. I'd rather have that, because Beth, Melina, and Mania just seems a little weird. Beth beats Melina, obviously, I already expressed that. Priceless gets a win! Yay! They beat Crime Time! Priceless gets a win! Do I still consider them, a tough competitor as part of a stable, like Spirit once said? No! But, let's just start. They don't even have a match against the Luds. Obviously, they're going to interfere in Shane's match, but still. Jericho, Knox, and Kane beat Cena, Mysterio, Kofi. Jericho does a really botched up codebreaker. Kofi goes for the moonsault like this onto Jericho, and Jericho tries to do a codebreaker. I know it's a very hard move to execute in midair, but still, I mean, come on. It was like he just patted Kofi's head down, not even to his knee, more like to his shins. And Kofi did a little overselling when he jumped up. So I didn't like it too much. Sean beat Henry by DQ. JBL cuts a promo on how Sean's wife can work for JBL. Pretty cool. JBL is always fantastic on the mic. CM Punk beats Regal in the rematch. No surprises there. I hope CM Punk gets a match at the No Way Out. Give him something. Because that'd be the second. He's your Intercontinental Champion. Come on, even Santino Marella got a match on a pay-per-view at Cyber Sunday. So please, give this guy a match on a pay-per-view. I don't care. Throw something in the last minute. I don't care at this point. Undertaker beats Orton. No surprises there. Undertaker beats Orton by DQ. No surprises there. Priceless obviously comes in at the end to cause the DQ, and anyone's going to go for the RKO. And Shane comes in and beats up Orton. Undertaker chokeslams Rhodes. And Shane, the punches weren't that great again, but that last punch to DiBiase, actually, it looked like he really got him, unless they just really know how to sell. Because when he was in the corner doing the DiBiase, it didn't look that great, and then at the end you just see, boom! And it looked really cool. So, a lot better than last week's punches. Undertaker chokeslams him, and then Shane does the coast to coast, baby. Woo! I love that move. I'm a big mark for that move, even if sometimes he botches it, which he does. And when he did it, he actually hurt his back, which gets me to believe maybe he's still not in the physical condition ready to fight Orton. Because he's never on the ground that long. He was like on the ground like this for a good minute and a half. Maybe less. That's a little much. Like a minute, 45 seconds. So maybe he never really done that, but it was still cool how he executed it. I love the coast to coast. I'm always a mark for that stuff. And so far, No Way Out looks good. It only has 5 matches, which I like, because all the 5 matches look solid. Shawn Michaels can fight. I'm serious. Shawn Michaels can fight the Great Khali and get a great match out of him. Shawn Michaels is incredibly talented. Top 3, of course. There's Fathead, Ric Flair, and Shawn Michaels. And not in that particular order. They're just my 3 favorites. Good No Way Out so far. I will do a No Way Out predictions immediately after SmackDown. Like you'll see me, I'll do my SmackDown review, and then right after I'll do my No Way Out. Please check out New York Sports Freak. I'm still hyping this guy up. So here, his link's right there on the side. He's good. Check him out. And Radius, Coffee Ninja, Archeoke89, and Classic 8. You guys help me out. Help this guy out. Please, I'm begging you, okay? I'm done for the day. I'm Big Rat 310, and I'm out. Peace.